Saban Field at Bryant-Denny Stadium. What we have in store for you today, a clash between a couple of SEC teams that could have season-long ramifications. It's the Missouri Tigers and the Alabama Crimson Tide. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer with you. Holly Rowe is down on the sideline. Hello, Holly.
Guys, as you know, Alabama coming off a terrific year last year, getting back into the college football playoff and getting to the second round. But this team has more to prove. They lost their quarterback, Ty Simpson, to the draft, but they still have one of the most dynamic wide receivers in the country. Ryan Coleman-Williams is looking for a little redemption after a low production year last year. The fans can't wait to see what this version of the Crimson Tide will look like this season. Guys?
Thanks, Holly. Looking forward to see how this one goes. Missouri about to kick off to lift the lid on this one. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So Alabama's offense will take the field first. And we get a look at Ryan Williams. This is the guy the entire passing game is built around. He is a big play waiting to happen.
And what a treat, man. We get to see an elite wide receiver, a master at his craft.
Turning it on! Got enough for the first. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
Well, that's why this running game can be so dynamic. This guy is special when he has the football in his hands. He can make people miss, he can run with power, and he also has speed. You saw it on that last play.
Running inside, it's Hill. Only a short gain on that run. Defense played it well. So now it's second and long. Mack got rid of it in a hurry, but he couldn't find his man. It's incomplete. Alabama with a lot of ground to cover here on third and long. Back to throw, it's Mack. Takes a hit as he fires. Finds space on the right. Brought down at the 20-yard line after ripping off the big play.
And listen, the defense knew coming into this one, they were going to target him early and often. He is a weapon, and there's no mystery where the quarterback's going to be looking on critical down and distances. Let's see how they're able to cover him throughout the rest of this game.
He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Caught in the backfield, it's Edwards. That completion takes them down to the 7-yard line, and they are ready to strike. On first and goal, let's see if Alabama can get it in the end zone. Throwing, Mack. Quarterback floating away from pressure. Bought a little time, lets it go. A little too much on that one, just out of his reach.
And this is the part of the field, man, you really got to have a plan because these windows get smaller and you're trying to fit that ball into the end zone. It's difficult to do. Quarterback, receivers, they got to be on the same page.
And you've got a golden opportunity here now on third down. I know you just threw an incompletion, but you've had a really nice drive to start this game. You want to cap this thing off, and you want to do that by scoring a touchdown. So think about who your best playmakers are and who needs to get a look on this critical third down. Whether you're running it...
Guys, they're going to pass on taking the sure three here and try to get the touchdown, and this is a pretty big gamble. Fourth down, Austin Mack. Wide out trying to get it in. He's not going to get there. Stopped short on fourth down. So Missouri's offense takes the field for the first time in this game. A big challenge in this matchup is for the linebackers to be able to hold their ground, something they haven't always been successful at doing. Listen to this crowd just shaking the girders of this place, trying to help their defense. Works his way for three and gets him out to the 5-yard line. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. They'll keep it on the ground. Pushes his way for a couple and gets it to the 7-yard line.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. A lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it's squarely fault.
He just kept going backwards. You have to step up, and they for a safety.
The quarterback has to be able to get the ball out. When you're in an empty backfield, this area of the field, you don't have any tight ends or running backs helping you in pass pro. You've got 5 blockers. So you're not going to be able to hold on to it very long, especially if they're adding extra guys. And the QB there needs to know, if it's not open right away, I'm throwing this thing into the bleachers. He does not and gives up the big safety.
Fields the punt. Wants to make a play. Opening snap of this drive comes from the 38-yard line. Now on the counter. Got enough for the first. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. They'll line up right at the 48-yard line on 1st and 10. Tight end now in motion. They'll go play action with Mack. Buying some time. Slings it downfield. And wings it incomplete.
Sometimes it takes quarterbacks a few plays to really get into the rhythm of the game and not force things. I think the quarterback that time was really trying to force the ball to his wide receiver, but against man coverage, there were other guys on that play that were open that could have had a chance. So this quarterback just needs to settle down a little bit. He won't be throwing as many incompletions if he just lets the coverage tell him where to go with the ball.
As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Austin Mack. That, friends, is a busted play. Incomplete.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. So Alabama takes the lead into the quarter break. Guys, let's have a look at the stats as we've played one period. They've switched into the field, and we're ready to get things started here in the second. So first down here as they go back to work. They'll go play action with Mack. Pressure coming. Hauls it in. And he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown time!
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And right down the middle. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And the finisher, an 18-yard touchdown throw. Here he comes from inside his own 5. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. They'll move the tight end. He'll do it himself. Stopped at the 24-yard line after the 10-yard gain. It's first down from back at their own 24-yard line. Pulls it and runs it again. Really nice job to squirt his way up to the 31-yard line.
And you're seeing his dynamic ability to run the football that time on the option play. I know he doesn't pick up the first down, but that's still a good chunk of yardage, and the defense wasn't ready for it. Moving forward, expect the offense.
Could be an alley. And the big gain, and they've got it on the 46. And after that play, there is a Tiger who has yet to get up. Mizzou coming out with a fresh set of downs. Here's Simmons to throw. It's complete on the right side.
I think really good wide receivers do a good job of making every route kind of look the same. You could tell this looked like a vertical route. So if I'm a DB, I'm bailing, and all of a sudden he sits that hitch down. Nice job by the wide receiver, creating enough separation to create a positive gain.
He got just enough to move the sticks, and that'll set him up with a first down after the 2-minute timeout. And the Tigers pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. Looking to throw at Simmons. Fires to the tight end. Makes the grab almost to the first down marker, but a good pickup on that one. The Tigers can really attack on this 2nd and short. The give to Hardy. Got it into the red zone, dragged down at the 18-yard line.
And this drive, this offense is really focused on physicality, man. Running the football. Look at right here, right up the gut. Nice play. Nice job just controlling the line of scrimmage, putting a drive together. This offense really doing a good job right now.
And I like the thought process on offense here early in this game. They're giving their bell cow the ball early enough. And there are a lot of coaches that outthink themselves, and they think, we're going to throw the ball to set up the run instead because everybody on defense knows our guy is the focal point. But this offense is just keeping it simple. Let's just give our best player the football early in this game, and let's just get him into a rhythm.
The Tigers trying to cash it in on 1st and goal. Wide receiver comes in motion. It's complete to the left. They've got it down to the 3-yard line. Really well done on that throw and catch. The Tide will have to call their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. They've got it down to the 3. Now it's 2nd and goal. Simmons. Looking to the end zone. Touchdown, Missouri! Makes the grab in the corner.
That's exactly what this offense needed to do. You talk about answering at the right time, right before the half, close this gap, create some momentum, go into the half, put something together, try to come out with your hair on fire and win this 2nd half.
And he takes this from inside the 5. He'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line on the return. They'll mark him at the 19. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. Moving out of the pocket. Fires on the move. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. To the air, it's Mack. He rifles one deep down the right side. Into double coverage, and he picked it off. And they make the play and make sure there's not any scoring opportunity right here before the end of the half. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half, we'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. Throwing Simmons. Unloads to the wideout. He's got it. Gets it all the way inside the 20-yard line to the 19 before being hauled down. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Now looks as if they'll settle for the field goal try. Not a particularly long kick from 36 yards out, but he'll have to guide it in from the left hash. It's good. Easy call for the refs. And with that field goal, they now have the lead.
I know they're trailing going into the locker room here at halftime, but kicking that field goal gives them a little bit of a jolt, a little bit of a boost of momentum that they can carry with them into the 2nd half, and there's a lot of football left to go here. I can't wait to see what happens.
That's the end of the 2nd quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Fellas, you've been calling a great one today from there in Tuscaloosa. And yes, football is a game of inches, but man, is that really the case when you consider the length of some of these possessions. Look, I'm not an analytics guy, but I do know this. The team that sustains drives and just moves the sticks might be the team that comes out on top today. And with that, let's send it back to the guys in T-Town.
All right, Kevin, about ready to start the 2nd half here. He'll put total leather and get this 2nd half started. He'll start the return inside his 5. Tackled and brought down right at the 20-yard line. Good coverage there. Mizzou has it back in the offense coming out on the field. And points have been hard to come by in this one. They'll try to put together a drive. Here's Simmons to throw. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. From the gun, give to Hardy. They'll knock him down after a 6-yard gain to the 27. A veritable crimson tide of noise on Saban Field here on third down. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a fourth down. So Missouri will have to punt it away. The punters have had the day off up to this point. First one of the game. Hauls it in at the 25. They'll get down and put a stop to this return. They'll mark it at the 32. The Tide ready to roll on offense. So they get the ball back after the defense forces a punt. And I'm sure they tried to make some adjustments at halftime after a little bit of a rocky first half.
And that was good defense again, and unfortunately, we've been saying that all game long. Really, really good defense, or, listen, you can spin on the other side. This offense has really been bad.
On the move to the right and looking for a big one. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. The Crimson Tide looking for a big play to convert on third down. Mack. He's got it. There he goes. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45. The Crimson Tide comes to the line with the 1st and 10. Looking downfield, it's Mack. Pulls it in, it's Rogers. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. After the 4-yard completion on first down, now it's 2nd and 6. They just keep firing. Fires to the big fella. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there.
Nice catch by the big target. Those big tight ends, you can tell in football, are just becoming more and more of a weapon on every single team.
Again, it's Mack. Here's the pressure. Makes the grab on the left. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down. Just not able to shake enough defenders and comes up a little bit short.
And I think a lot of times on third down, Reese, you bet on your guy. When you're an offensive guy, you say, okay, he's going to break a tackle, he's going to get north and south and somehow get the first down. Nice tackling by the defense, understanding where they had to get to and forcing the fourth down.
Mack to throw for it on fourth. Fires to the big fella. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the first down and a gutsy call to keep this drive alive. The Crimson Tide move the sticks through the air. Let's see if they go back to it here. Good timing on the quick out. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there. That last connection just a hair short of the first down, but it opens an array of opportunities on 2nd and short. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Hill. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Grab behind the line. It's Ford. Could not make his way to the corner. Here comes the offense on 2nd down. Throwing Mack. Rushes on him. They're working that left side. They get him on the ground, and that'll be the final play of this third period. That's it for the period, and Missouri has the lead. And sitting in a good spot as we wrap up the third. Let's take a look at our game stats while we have a break in the action. One quarter to go, and might we have the makings of a classic fourth quarter finish. With the break, they had a little extra time to dial something up this third down play. It's Mack. Gets it out quickly. The tackle is made, but he's got it first and goal from the 6. Already in prime field goal position, but they would love to score a touchdown to take the lead. Austin Mack, still looking on the move. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? Wants to adjust the pattern. To the air on 2nd down. Gliding to the right, still trying to make a play. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires into the end zone. It falls incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6. Down in the final period in a tight game, and they will go for it on 4th and goal. Oh, they're after him. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. They've got the lead here in the 4th. No backs with the quarterback as they line up for the 2. Mack makes the catch. The 2-point conversion is good. So the 16-play drive, and they get it into the end zone with a 6-yard touchdown pass. On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Missouri has the offense ready to go on the field. Last drive was a quick 3 and out, and now time is even more of a factor to get something going. Really needed a play like that to get out of their own end. They move the chains. They mark it at the 29. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. On 1st down, it's Hardy again. Maybe some room here. They'll mark him down at the 40 after ripping off 10. Big drive for this offense late, trying to tie the game. They've pieced together a couple of 1st downs, and here they come again. Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is looking for a play to close this deal out. Simmons fires to the middle, working on the right.
Man, this quarterback is going to have to be deadly accurate here in this 2-minute situation, right? And that's really what he's had to be all game long. He hasn't had a lot of yards because the coverage has just been so tight. He's had to be pinpoint perfect. It's been hard just to find completions, and no doubt it's going to be the same thing here in this 2-minute drive.
And that's a really good decision by the quarterback. Don't take the sack, throw the ball away. Now listen, we can debate whether that was intentional grounding or not because he's still in the pocket. I'm not sure that that's not classified as grounding, but they didn't call it. So you know what? Nice throwaway, QB.
Reads it, fires complete. Tackled almost immediately. They're well short of the 1st down. These fans stepping up to help this defense on 3rd down. Simmons trying not to drown in the noise. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and 4th down's coming. No hesitation at all. The offense stays on the field. They'll go for it. Simmons to throw for it on 4th. Unleashes one deep. Throw to the end zone. Picked off. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception.
And that is a backbreaker. It's 4th down, though. Listen, you got to throw the football. You got to try to make a play. But the defense came up big in a big moment.
Throwing Mack. That one comes out hot down the right side. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge game if he could have held on. They want that clock to run. Good, solid tackle. The Tigers will call a timeout. That's their 1st. They'll take a moment to gather their thoughts and put together a plan for this 3rd down play. He's got the 1st down, and they'll be able to run it out from here. Timeout on the field. Missouri calls it 2nd. The quarterback takes a snap and takes a knee. It's one thing to execute early in the game. tight ball game, right at the end, you need the clutch plays. These guys deliver.
And you can't teach that gene. You have people that can focus in the moment or they can't. Great job by the team, staying focused, understanding it's a close battle, win those one play at a time, and then look up and then, heck, I got the win.
Yeah, David, they just had ice in their veins, and you can tell there's tremendous leadership on this football team. Guys can step up, and in the huddle, they can make sure that everybody else is